What if we discovered a lost ancient city buried in time? Have you ever wondered what secrets the Earth is still hiding? Somewhere, beneath dense jungle vines, deep ocean waves, or silent desert dunes, an ancient city might be waiting, untouched, forgotten, and completely mysterious. Imagine stepping into a place no human has seen in thousands of years. Who lived there? What did they build? And most exciting of all, what did they leave behind? Now picture explorers finding the tip of a stone tower peeking through the sand, or satellites spotting perfect circles in the jungle canopy. Suddenly, questions explode. How big is it? How old? Could it be older than the pyramids? What if this city rewrote everything we knew about our world and changed the future forever? Before we jump into this futuristic journey, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Bright Mind Station, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next mind-bending adventure. Secrets beneath the surface. Lost cities might be hiding right under our feet. With satellites and 3D scanning, scientists have spotted strange shapes deep in the Amazon rainforest. Circles, lines, and ruins that could be cities covered by trees. In deserts, winds have revealed bits of buildings buried under sand for centuries. And in the ocean, divers have discovered underwater ruins in places like India and Japan that look like sunken streets. Some of these structures line up perfectly with the stars or follow mysterious math patterns. That means someone really smart built them. But who? We've only scratched the surface. Entire civilizations could be resting below layers of earth and water, just waiting for us to look in the right place. Could the next major discovery be just a few feet below where you're standing now? Inside the walls of time. Now imagine stepping into this city. What would you see? Gigantic stone gates carved with strange symbols? Walls painted with forgotten colors? Maybe treasure, not just gold and gems, but lost books, maps, or tools that seem too advanced for their time. What if these people had secrets to clean energy or medicine we haven't even invented yet? The streets might be lined with statues of mythical creatures or heroes whose names were erased from history. The houses could hold perfectly preserved meals, clothes, or musical instruments. Each room would feel like opening a time capsule from a world that vanished. What stories would the city whisper if its walls could talk? The city that time forgot. What if this city wasn't empty at all? Deep in the jungle or mountains, there might still be people living in secret, following ancient traditions, never touched by the modern world. Some tribes today have never met outsiders. What if this lost city stayed hidden on purpose, to protect its people? If you found them, would you speak to them, or respect their silence? Imagine a tribe with knowledge passed down for thousands of years, guarding their own secrets, medicine, or star maps. Their language might be completely unique, their stories untouched by modern culture. Meeting them would be like time travel, but one wrong step could destroy their way of life forever. Could we study the past without harming it? Changing the past, one brick at a time. Archaeologists love puzzles, and a lost city is the biggest one of all. When they dig and study, they might discover the city is 10,000 years old, older than anything we've ever found. That would change human history. What if these people had invented things we thought only came much later, like plumbing, surgery, or even space maps? Imagine discovering a temple that maps the stars better than our modern telescopes, or a building shaped perfectly to control sound or temperature. These findings could flip our textbooks upside down. What if we've underestimated the creativity and intelligence of ancient humans for centuries? The future, buried in the past. Sometimes ancient knowledge holds future power. Roman concrete lasts longer than modern cement. Ancient engineers made machines without electricity. What if this city had technology lost to time, energy from sound, or healing methods using plants we've forgotten? What if our future depends on rediscovering the past? There could be forgotten blueprints for clean energy, or maps showing how ancient people predicted earthquakes. Maybe they used plants to cure diseases we still fight today. What if the secrets to solving climate change or space travel are buried with this lost civilization? Waiting for the right mind to understand them? Machines of stone and wind. Close your eyes and picture this. Giant wheels turning using wind, sunlight heating water to make steam, and machines carved entirely out of stone. Some ancient cultures may have created complex tools without modern materials. If this lost city used natural power sources, like wind, sun, or water, they might have been the first to build eco-friendly technology. Even without electricity, they might have used gravity and water pressure to move doors, grind food, or cool their homes. Maybe they built entire factories powered by sunlight. Imagine what our world would look like if we learned from their designs. Could we build smarter cities today using their ancient ideas? Messages in the walls. The walls of this city might be covered in carvings, not just decorations, but stories, warnings, or instructions. What if one of them showed the stars, or a giant flood? What if one described creatures that no longer exist? These symbols might help us understand climate change, forgotten animals, or even diseases. But would we know how to read them? Or would they remain a mystery forever? Imagine one carving that looks like a modern airplane or spaceship, or another that seems to show a solar eclipse, thousands of years before modern science. Could these be ancient science books in picture form? The more we find, the more we realize. Ancient people weren't just building cities. They were leaving messages for the future, maybe for us. The DNA discovery. What if scientists found ancient bones perfectly preserved in the city's temples? DNA testing could reveal shocking secrets. Were these people taller, smarter? Did they mix with humans from other continents long before we thought travel was possible? Maybe they even had unique traits we've lost, like sharper vision or natural resistance to sickness. Imagine discovering that they had no cavities because of their diet or that they lived longer due to natural medicine. DNA could even link them to modern people alive today. Would that mean some of us are descendants of this lost civilization? The more we learn, the more connected we might be to this ancient world. Visitors from the sky? Some people believe that if a city is too advanced, maybe it wasn't just humans involved. Carvings that show flying objects, people in suits, or lights in the sky. Could they be proof of contact with something not from Earth? While it sounds wild, ancient astronaut theories keep popping up. Could these just be ancient myths? Or clues to a greater story? What if strange metal objects or tools are found that don't match anything we've ever seen? Could the city have been a landing site, or a place built with help from beyond the stars? Whether true or not, these ideas spark one giant mystery. What if we've never been alone in the universe? A civilization's final whisper. In the end, every lost city has one big question. Why did it disappear? Was it war, disease, a giant flood, or a volcano? Maybe they used up their resources and had to leave. Or maybe they saw disaster coming and hid their knowledge so it could help others in the future. Finding this city might give us not just their answers but warnings for our own world. Maybe they left behind records of rising sea levels or signs of a great drought. What if their downfall is something we're facing again today? Learning their story might not just be interesting. It could save us. Because when the past speaks, it's up to us to listen. A lost city is more than just stone and dirt. It's a time machine, a library, and a mystery all in one. Whether buried by vines, drowned by the sea, or hidden under your feet right now, it could hold secrets that change science, rewrite history, and light the path to our future. So the real question is, if you had the chance to find it, would you go? And once you enter, would you ever want to leave? Because the moment you step inside a lost city, you don't just explore the past, you become part of it.